Salam, brothers and sisters. Yeah, so my issue is with the job thing is what people don't understand is that their brain has been brainwashed into being materialistic and individualistic so much that they don't even realize they don't know their ass from their elbow. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So what I mean by this is that people who went private school, like I've said a million times, they get easy help into the good jobs, security and that into buying properties. They get facilitated, because there's certain sections and that of the country that kind of they build developments and that, and they have an idea of the kind of profile of customer that they want to sell the properties to. And a lot of the time, this has been here to facilitate EU people, middle class and uppers, Russian, Chinese, stuff like this, right? Now, I'm not waiting for no knight in shining armor. I am the knight in shining armor. That's the whole point of me making these conversations and statements, making these statements in regards to employment, Pakistani Muslim, clever guys like me, like who aren't given chances because people are just scared and they're like this around us. Asian guy's clever. Don't let him talk. They're like that around me. You lot ain't seen their faces, bro. When a guy like me walks in, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking record it. Next time I see these flipping people, and what my workplace is, white people, this, that, whatever, shitting themselves around me, rocking their eyeballs because they can't believe how good the standard of my work is. Yeah, or how clever I am sometimes. Yeah, then they go bitching and crying to the teacher or the manager because they can't take the competition. I thought we're in a free market economy, free capital, free competition-based society, capitalism. Yeah, but when the competition gets too hot and you're a brokey and you're more smarter than the privileged people, then they don't like it, bruv. Then they start crying. Then they start fucking with the rules and playing with the rules and changing the goalposts. This is what they do. Now, in terms of working for yourselves and that, basically, you can't really do it here. Basically, if you're an honest person and you've got family and that expect you to be black and white with all your earnings and stuff, yeah, you can't mug the government off with my kind of family and say, yeah, I'm only gonna declare this and that. Bruv, I tried to speak to my family about declaring things and that, how you do it and that, yeah? They didn't want to know, they thought it was proper criminal activity and behavior. No, you don't do that. Qaddam se qaddam, you keep the hisab safe with the government, no matter what. Fair enough. Do you understand? So what you're saying to me is cheat. So you're saying to me cheat and don't declare money and start my own business. I'm more than capable of starting my own business, but if you live in a government home, you're not allowed, bruv. And you Bengalis and that, you know this in East London. Don't try it, bruv. Most of you are drug dealers up there. Do you get me? Like, you ain't gonna have qualifications and that on my level to even fucking get on the platform to even moan and have a go at society and people and other Asians and that, and other Pakis and Indians and whatever. You lot aren't gonna do that, bruv. Do you see? I mean, I'm on that platform where I've reached to that level at least, where I've got on that platform on an education level and skills level and job experience levels where I can actually run my mouth, bruv, and shoot my mouth off about these things. It's not like I've got nothing and I'm shooting my mouth off. I've got all the things needed to move to the next stage, right? Now, another thing is when they want you to work on that, we're all a team. Love each other. LGBT. EU. Yeah, we're all together. Yeah. When it suits them, but when things go wrong, the shit hits the fan. What happens? Oh, it's your fault. Individualism. We're all individuals here. We don't wait for handouts. We don't wait for knights in shiny armors here. We're individuals. Sort yourself out. But listen, you're not putting it into context. We speak to certain section of society a certain way, certain section of society another way. Yeah? When mans are down, you're an individual. It's your own fault. You're a fucking loser and you're a brokey. But when you're up, well, like when I've been up as well, like been a manager for Lexus, this and that, everyone's up my ass. Oh, Bobby's a manager for Lexus. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Look at his suit. Look at his tie. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? Look at his cars. Yeah? Do you understand? So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, individualism and teamwork. Yeah? Socialism. A type of socialism. I don't mean you're fucking Marxist, fucking mad, fucking Jew bag, fucking bastard cunt, yeah? Ideas of how to function in society. You can go to hell for all I fucking care, mad bearded bastard. I'm talking about genuine fairness and social equality. Yeah, not this fake made up ones which people go, oh, Marxism, Nazism. We can't tell the difference. We're all fucking spastics now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's what we live in, this society we live in now. We don't know. No one knows what the fuck they're fucking thinking. So what I'm saying is that I believe in a genuine social equality. Yeah? And if people are good at something in the competition, let them be good at something. But then if someone is good at something, let them have their credit. Yeah, so if I made the world's first app in 2001, where's my credit for it? Where's my ratings from my community, from my countrymen, from, other educational establishments? Where's the support? Where's the support structure from the government? Oh, look, we've got a really clever Packy guy here who knows how to do computer programming, make all this touchscreen kind of stuff. 20 years before Steve Jobs has even dreamt about it. You know what I mean? Before even Steve Jobs even thought about it, or any of these man. Yeah, Bill Pedo Gates, these man. Yeah? Right? Trust me, bruv. Yeah? What else was I going to say? Yeah, individualism, teamwork. And, yeah. Also, we've all been taught, yeah, to treat certain people of certain sections of society a nicer way, and then talk down to people like me and working class people, Asians, Muslims, Pakistani clever guys. Look, it doesn't matter if you're like, let's say, Pakistani, Muslim, whatever, and you're trying to find a job. Someone will give you a job is when you're actually asking for the good shit. Do you understand that? It's when you're actually asking for the good shit that you've actually worked for, taken the student loans for, woken up every morning, gone there, dedicated, disciplined, and seen something finished from beginning, middle to end, completing a task with over a period of time. Yeah? It takes a bit of psychological strength and mental strength to do this, even for 3-4 years straight, to even be able to kind of keep it up. A lot of people get cold feet and they pull out. Loads of people, they get cold feet, they get anxious and that about it all. Yeah, and they pull out of university. I know loads. In fact, most people do pull out. They just cover it up here. And what they do, they make money out of students pulling out of university by the student loans, because they know loads of students are going to pull out. So rather than waste the money, government's money and that, they're like, if these are pull out now, it's going to be on their head, the student loan. Do you see what I mean? So it's just another scam way of making money as well for them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you drop out of uni, they make money off you on the loan anyway, and you don't get a qualification. You finish uni, you get the qualification from a shit uni or average uni or whatever, you're not going to get a job anyway, especially if you're Pakistani, Muslim, Asian. Yeah. And then obviously you keep, whatever. I think we're the most hated race in this country. That's where I stand. I think we're more hated than any other race. Yeah, I think like Romanians are loved more than us, Greeks, blacks. This is where I stand. And I know people might not like to hear that, but I'm a 40-something-year-old man. I don't really care. People want to punch me up and that, whatever to say, it's for saying these things, because no other Asian man got the balls to say it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Sadiq Khan, these flipping Hamza Yusuf, and I ain't gonna have the balls to say shit, bro, what I do, Sadiq Khan and that. Do you get me? Right? So, what was I going to say? Yeah. And also, the last thing I'm going to finish with, yeah, is if I've put all this effort into my education and working skills and self-development, yeah, and on top of that, Islamic education, which is another 70% aside of me, yeah, like if my Western education skills, everything is like 30%, 40%, 50% even, yeah, the other 50% is my Islamic education. Yeah, and Islamic education is a whole new universe compared to what people are generally taught. I've been taught what the general English person, white person, average Asian person, whatever average Englishman's been taught in this country. I've been taught the same shit. But we've got another fucking double life. We've got a second fucking life and lifestyle that we already know is inside us. So we understand like the Eastern world, the Eastern cultures, or the other parts of the world. There's another universe inside us. Do you see what I mean? We're not just British. So we can kind of understand the both sides of the world, the dual channels, the dual kind of sides of the world of thinking as well. Let's say Eastern thinking, Western thinking, methodologies, or even religious and non-religious, secular and non-secular. Right? Now, also, what my last point was, what I was coming on to, is that if I've put all this work and that in, what's my countrymen doing for me? Yeah, so all these other English snobby people, privileged people, this and that, private school, they know this problem exists. What are they doing to facilitate people like me into their companies? Yeah, because the onus is on them. It's not me. I'm not the one that owns the companies and the millions and that. You can't just expect me to just get in just like that. How are you even going to get in, bro? Motherfuckers don't even let us in to use the toilet for a piss. Do you understand? This is the kind of companies these are, bro. Yeah? So what are they doing to help me? Yeah, so you need to say, rather than say, yeah, Bobby, you need to work for yourself. Because you see your language here, it's like you, Bobby. And that's like, it's an ignorant thinking. Do you know what I mean? It's an ignorant thinking of you. You've been brainwashed into blame Bobby, you do work for yourself. Yeah, no, I'm gonna, you. So this is everything that you've been taught to say to anyone that's moaning. It's brainwashed into you. Yeah, it's just it. And it's you think that's how you're meant to talk to people and that's the answer and this is how it is. Yeah? But it's not. Because like I said to you in the beginning, we talk to certain people a certain way, certain people a certain other way. Now, what I'm saying, if I'm as educated as, let's say, a private school person without the private school badge, why am I not being spoken to in the same level? Why am I not being spoken to with the same respect? Yeah, of my acquired knowledge and my education and skills. Why aren't I? I've had that respect. Like I said, when I was a Lexus manager, everyone's eating out of my ass when they saw me in my suit and my nice aftershaves all shaved up and that. People are eating out of my asshole. Oh, look at him, he's so clever. Oh, the Asian man. Oh, can the Muslim man serve us? Oh, the Asian lad. They'd all be ringing up for me. No one to talk to no one else. Yeah. Oh, is the Indian lad there? Yeah. Yeah. That was me, bruv. Now what I'm saying, this of, oh, it's you, and putting the onus back on me again. This is the white man mentality. This is the white man mentality it's been put into you. And I know, you know, I mean, you're older and you do think yourself a little bit clever in that, bro. But what I'm saying to you, not on this, bro. Because you're not, I don't think you're educated in the way I'm saying. Like Western education certificates and stuff like this. Yeah? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, bro. You have to rate me for having that, which you don't have. Do you understand? It's like, if you're good at something, I say, yeah, you're not. My man's fucking sick at this. And I'll fucking stand by it. Whatever you're good at, mountain climbing, this and that. You know what I mean? You're going to be good at something and better than me at it. And good for you. And I'm going to be better than you at other things that I'm good at. You know what I mean? That's what makes us all individual in certain aspects. Do you understand? But you're good at what you're good at. But what I'm trying to say, in terms of what the world sees as a genuine qualification and knowledge and that, let's say degrees and that, educational system, in one regards, I'm not saying it's everything. Of course, a fucking clever guy like me knows it's not everything. They fucking here said it's everything. This is the only education and certificates and that we respect and we accept. Do you understand? Because they don't accept the Islamic education, the other 50% of our life, and Quran reading and recitals, and Islamic maths, Islamic sciences. They don't hear about what we know, what I know, and about Islamic arts and histories and all this stuff, and they don't want to know. That doesn't count. Do you understand? Yeah? So it only counts on their methodology and their system, their way. But when I've got that, people are disrespecting, man. And the way they disrespect, man, is saying that either they deny that I got it, pretending they don't hear it, take the piss out of me, not actually giving me opportunities, or they'll say that they've got a degree as well because they don't want to admit on paper that I'm more clever than them in the way the world sees it, in the way the Western world or the first world would see it. Do you see what I mean? You've got to kind of give people the respect where it is. If you refuse to give the respect of this man's got a degree and he's like certified clever on these aspects, we should back him on that. He's got every right to moan about his job, market, education system. He's been through it. If he turns around and says the degrees and that shit, he can do that because he went and earned one himself. I'm not one of these dickheads saying degrees aren't shit and they're this and that, they're all crap and that without having one. You know, because people say, well, you can't say degrees are crap, yeah, because you haven't got one. Yeah, this and that, yeah. Like, because that's what they'll say. Because this is what I'm trying to say. The thinking, the white man thinking of, oh, you're not allowed to say something because you don't have one. Let's say you didn't have a degree, yeah, but you said degrees are shit. Me as a normal person with a degree, I still think, okay, you know, you might have a point. Or you might have something to add to this conversation. Yeah? But the first thing people say that you haven't got a degree, yeah? What? Who are you to fucking cuss degrees? That's the first thing they're going to say to you. Do you understand the white man thinking, the druid thinking? So what I'm actually doing is doing the same thing back to you. Rather than say, yeah, you know what, yeah, cool, you got the education, you got it. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You can't trick these situations too much. Do you see what I mean? Like, you either got it or you don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like if people don't respect what I've achieved and they pretend that they've got a degree or something, or they've got education or something, you know, just because they don't want to see me as the intellectual in the room, then that's a serious problem in people, isn't it? Now, if someone says to me, yeah, you know, I didn't go to uni and I've got all this money and I've got business and that, you know, that's fair enough too. I'll accept that as an answer. But people still say to them, oh, you can't say. People still say to someone like that, oh, you can't say that because you didn't do it. Now, I'm okay. I'm saying people are allowed opinions, yeah, You know, even if they don't always know something about stuff, they can have an opinion, whether they're ill-informed or whatever, or whether they're correctly informed to what they know or to what they've experienced. Then fine. You know, I've got people here that lived in these rich areas like Rains Park, Kingston, this and that, Asia, man, never had any racism in their life. They don't realize because they live in a rich fucking area, they're not going to get any racism from the white people around there. Because the white people around there are smart enough to know to fucking bite their fucking tongue and don't act racist in these areas because it's expected of us, even if we don't like these people. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you see what I mean? They'll bite their tongue because, cool, we live in a posh area now. Don't act racist to the other Asian man in this area, whether they like you or not. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's just the way it is. It's like the wealth aspect will shut them up. You know, they live in this area, even if we don't like them Asians or blacks or whatever. You know what I mean? They won't say anything because they're well trained enough not to. You know what I mean? This is the left-wing racism type behavior, really. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So it's like a liberal, flipping, capitalist fucking acceptance of other races as long as they flipping got money. Do you understand? Like, and what I'm saying, yeah, Asian community, arts community, games community, the educational system, the government, friends, family, yeah, 7 things I've named so far, 7 things, yeah. What have they done to facilitate me and help me into the market? Who's heard me moaning all these years and actually said, you know, this guy's got a point? He's been making these same kind of points and arguments for years. Who's actually going to say, yeah, you know, Bobby's right? Let's back this type of Asian, Muslim, Pakistani guy. Do you know what I mean? Listen, yeah, I've even offered to help other Asians and Muslims in the same way they wouldn't help me. I've offered Imran Khan direct flipping back up and help. Might sound crazy to you, I actually have. You know, I said, yeah, you know, got a job for me, I help you. You know, I'll look after you, that everything's